The 335 Years' War was between the British Scilly Islands and this nation, whose stadtholder sat on the English throne. Harrison.
For the Netherlands.
That's right.
Tenaciously formed.
The National Park Service reports this animal here is powerful, aggressive, territorial, and tenacious, Bub. Rachel.
What is an Wolverine?
It is. Here's the last clue from the South Pacific. Ask a Girl Scout. This country that was once part of New Zealand dropped Western from its name in 1997. Rachel.
What's Samoa?
Now it's just Samoa. Yes, an impressive 13,000. But Harrison has 35,200. Wow, as we head into Final Jeopardy. Here's the category for you three. Poetic objects. So while you ponder that and make your way through.
Okay.
Normally the Texas heat and humidity mean the roof stays closed, but not today as the sun is out here at NRG Stadium in Houston. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Houston Texans.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Over. 118. What's that?
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
Already.
Throwing now is Stroud. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
118. What's that?
Now Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
18. What's up? 11.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Stroud looking to throw. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 34-yard line.
Stroud. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
It's 1st and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. Stroud to throw it. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. George Karlaftis. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
19 Texans. Hey, south. 11.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Hey, uno.
Here's Stroud. And he comes back with one complete. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Why Tony? Hey, uno Mars.
4th down. Here's Stroud. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
The score, Texans 7, Chiefs 0.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. In one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Oh, right. 118. South.
Stroud out of the gun here. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage, when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes someone miss and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
It's caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with a second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And running with power here. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Here's Mahomes to throw. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. Second catch in this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Mahomes going to change things up. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw outside is complete on the diving effort. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
1st and goal, Kansas City.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Once more, it's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now here's Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now is not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
19 Texans.
And Stroud now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Tony. Why Tony?
Operating from the gun, Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
Cavante Turpin on the return. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He finds his man, complete. It's Rhodes. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Wide open receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
That's another Texans first down.
11.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Looking to throw. Stroud. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jaden Higgins, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Yellow.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for KC. 44 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Got a man over the middle. Worthy. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Complete to number 1, Xavier Worthy. 10 yards on the pickup.
Mahomes to throw once more. Here's to the corner, right side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sam Laporta from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it makes the score 21-10.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Hey, uno.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
10 yards.
Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Stroud working out of the gun. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Lane. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
Back to throw again. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Houston. Jaden Higgins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this hit across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Mahomes now to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 41 yards. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final.
What?
Bucker now had the extra point.
Butterfly fish. You got that.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Texans 28, Chiefs 17.
She was close. Rats! What? Come on, man. What was that supposed to be? Listen, that's true. Here's a kangaroo
now after
rat.
the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Oh,
Stroud looking to throw. And that one complete once again to Higgins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now a timeout signaled for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's got his man. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Final play of the half. Stroud. The RPO will keep it himself. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And the half will begin with a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
First and 10 at the
back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5. At the 44-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Mahomes will do it himself. And this is caught at the 8. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that third touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
28. Chiefs 23. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
18. What's that? 11. Look at how.
Now Stroud. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Rhodes. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Tony.
Stroud to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line.
18. What's that? Why Tony?
Stroud will look to throw once more. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Brings up second and a yard at the Chiefs' 30-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Rhodes. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Brings up third
Play
down.
number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Here's Stroud. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
Here we go. 18. That's it. Foul. 19 Texans.
Throwing now is Stroud. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Look the high. Look. Here we go. Hey, uno.
Stroud. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Hey, uno more. Hey, south. Why Tony? Buggy.
Again, it's Stroud. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he's in. Touchdown. Houston. Jaden Higgins saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. Good footwork at the 30. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now here's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And this pass caught by Gray.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
They'll drop this off to Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
2nd and goal.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Will Anderson
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
Yellow. 15. 43.
Mahomes now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And he got pretty darn close to a 3-digit interception return for a touchdown.
And what we learn on plays like that is just how far it is from end zone to end zone.
A touchdown run there for the yard out. And the Texans are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. lead up to 26. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. They'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Check this one. And the ball is knocked out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On 1st down, Rhodes. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rhodes. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To
the left side, finds his receiver Noel.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap to Stroud.
His pass caught at the 4. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Yellow. I've got blue, lady.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and off-play action. Here's Mahomes. Will Anderson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They have this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. The Texans, they are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off and say goodnight, everybody. And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gordon, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.